CBS World News, Bob Trout speaking. And again, we bring you the available reports, all of them from German sources, on what the Berlin radio calls the invasion. There is still no Allied confirmation from any source. Correspondents who rushed to the War Department in Washington soon after the first German broadcast was heard were told that our War Department had no information on the German report. There's been no announcement of any sort from Allied headquarters in London. The first news of the German...
Well, hello, YouTubers. Another Saturday at Sean's. And I definitely partied a little too hardy last night, so it's going to be kind of a calm one for me. I just want to show you how dedicated Sean is to doing this truck. Ready for this? I got to show you this. Alright, so we got the heater going. It's like 24 degrees outside, right? We just had a big snowstorm. Sandblasting his ring in 24 degree weather, and yes, look at this. A foot of snow. A foot of snow.
Excuse me.
And Goofy's over here sandblasting. Look, he's the abominable sandblaster. Seriously? And if you think I'm walking through all that to get him sandblasting, you're crazy. Well, hello YouTubers. Week 2. Yes, we didn't shoot enough video last week, so this continues. The first part of what you saw was 2 weeks ago?
Well, a week ago.
And now this is week 2. It's a two in one. Yes, I'm wearing the funny Darth Vader hat again because Sean's got me welding again. We got into a little side project for myself this morning because I have a problem. I found an online auction site here locally. I have issues. Although it was a minor issue. Oh, say hi, Skip.
All right.
Let me show you what I got into first, and then we'll show you what we're doing next. So there's my auction purchase. I got this little Honda type generator on an online auction. I got it for $265, brand new in the box, and it needed a couple little doodads that I thought it was broke because it's an iPower thing. I don't know. It's got a bunch of 4- and 5-star reviews on Amazon. Lowe's sells them. Home Depot sells them. For all the reenacting stuff that we do and the stuff on the truck that we do, we needed a nice little quiet portable generator. So I snagged that. Like I said, I got it for $265 on his local auction site. But I fired it up the first time and the spark arrestor went flying out the back. It was freezing cold when I was playing with it, so I just kind of gave up on it. I brought it over to show Sean and to get him to help me put the spark arrestor back in it. Long story short, we found the spark arrestor ring down at the bottom of it, and we put that back on and we just fired it up. So, not that today's any warmer, because the day I was playing with it, it was in the 20s. This morning when I woke up, it was 0, and by the time I got here at 9:30, it was 11, something like that. Yeah. So, but Sean's got the heater going, so it's relatively comfortable in here. So, and then we come over, and Sean's stuff from France showed up. Yeah, that's what you say. No, I don't care. But all his stuff from France showed up. One of them was wrong. This guy from France is kind of mediocre at best, wouldn't you think?
Jeep, Dodge, GMC.
Yeah, well,
Cross your fingers, hope for the best. Jeep is, I got everything within 2 weeks.
yeah. So he got,
Jeep, Dodge, GMC was.
he
7
got,
weeks.
he got. Oh, it's all over yonder. But is this the guy? Let's see if I,
Yeah.
let me see if I can hide this without showing.
I got the new old stock wire harness.
So this
Yeah.
this is the guy we ordered from. That's his information. No, that ain't the guy, is it? No, that's the wrong guy.
Yes, SMI.
SMI, it's the guy in
Yeah.
France?
Yeah, but it's also known as Jeep, Dodge, GMC.
Yeah, there you go. There's the website. So this guy's been, well, mediocre at best. So Happy Boy there got another whole engine gasket set that came shipped on a wooden shelf, shrink wrapped. And then he opened up his new old stock. Well, all these gaskets were supposed to be new old stock. And Sean opened up his real new old stock kit that still was still in the
That I-
GMC
that
wrapping
I
from.
bought that at the MVPA convention in Ohio like 2 years ago.
Wow. So, and then he got a wiring harness, supposedly a new old stock wiring harness, which I don't know. There's jury's out on that one too. I guess when we go to throw it in, we'll find out.
New old stock clutch
Clutch,
that was just relined.
yeah, but the lining was new,
Yeah.
but supposedly this new old stock clutch, the lining looked like it was brand new, but the clutch itself looked like it had been through the war.
Still had remnants of OD paint.
Yeah, but it's all rusty and crusty and nasty, and you'd think if you're getting a new old stock part, it would be semi-shiny and at least somewhat new looking. This thing looks like it had been in a truck through the war. And then you got, what else did you get?
I ordered a.
Oh, you got the fingers, the pressure plate fingers.
Yeah, pressure plate.
And they were supposedly new old stock, and they looked like they'd been through the war.
They need sandblasted and paint.
Yeah, everything he supposedly new old stock ordered needs sandblasted and cleaned, which is kind of a crime.
Ordered a rebuild kit for the starter, and he sent me a rebuild kit for the ignition.
Oh, for the distributor. Yeah, we're going to do that today too. Or at least I think. But the next thing we're going to do is Sean cleaned up this. You remember the last time we were over here working? We were doing this emergency brake thing. And Sean cleaned this up and found some rusty crusties. Let's see. There's if I can get it to focus. Focus! There you go. So it's got the hole pitted through there. So we're going to try the Fat Boy welding skills again and try to get rid of that hole. And we're going to break out the infamous Harbor Tool and Freight welder. And yeah, we're going to see how this goes from here. And I'll probably hand Sean the camera because I've welded it, 3 times on this show now?
3 or 4.
Haven't let anybody laugh at how bad I can weld. So I guess I'll give you the opportunity to laugh at me and see how bad I can weld.
We're gonna try the low setting first.
No, we're just going to go straight to high. We're either going to fix it or blow it up, one of the two.
Right.
All right. So, all right, here, I'll give this to Sean. What you see is what you get. Once again,
I don't know if I should go like this. So that it's.
no, the camera will auto adjust.
Okay.
Once again, to quote one of my favorite YouTubers, PlayScript Garage, his intro says, "Warning! I'm an idiot. Do not do what I do unless you're extremely desperate. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. This is more for entertainment than it is instructional." So, Derek, he's the guy that's PlayScript Garage. Love the channel. Him and Junkyard Digs, Junkyard Move, all them guys. I watch you guys faithfully. Oh, and Weston's got a new video out too.
Yeah, I saw.
Did you see that he's going to put 1,000 horsepower,
Yeah,
1,500
in a police
horsepower
car.
in a police car? I should take it in my police car and let him do that. So anyhow, all right, here we go. We're going to blow shit up. But yes, we do watch all those guys. We aspire to be as good as them someday.
No, we just aspired to have this damn truck done.
Well, that's it. All right, so we're on. We're going max. We got the speed rate. Hell, here
And
we
the
go.
immortal word of Spaceballs: lock 1, lock 2, lock 3, lock
Lock
1.
one.
Help her my garage down.
Don't burn your garage down?
Yes, please.
What's wrong with that? Ah! Not getting good groundage. I mean,
We need.
there are dikes.
Hold on. Hold this.
Yes, dude. So, my wire got away from me. Don't you hate it when that happens? You have to see the doctor about it when that happens. Little snippy actions. Okay. Alright. Take that back. Oh, alright, Sean hit the button. Good help's hard to find. Anyhow, so far it's ugly, but it's there. I'm gonna flip it around and
Oh, you can
do
grind
it from the
down.
outside. Come on, I want to hit it from the outside.
Ow.
Oh, maybe I don't have to.
Huh?
Maybe I don't have to. It actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, we'll see when we hit it with a grinder.
Ow.
Uh-huh. Want a pair of gloves?
It's burnt my arm, not my freaking hand. Ow. Yeah, I don't know. I grind that and see what happens. Probably didn't need to do that.
Ah, screw it.
Grind on it, see what happens.
All right, well, here, take this.
Give me this. Where'd it go? There it is. We'll see. Alright, so how do we do? I'd say I think I've done worse jobs. The other side doesn't look bad. I'd say I've done worse. I'd say that's fixed. What do you think?
That'll work.
Works for me. Alright,
Get
next.
this such an emergency brake van.
Yeah. Okay, so we've moved on from the brake thing to the starter, I guess. Spin you around, I'll show you this. Well, there's the starter. I already took this band off. It just clips off right there. Unspringies. Exposes the brushes and stuff. And I pulled off the starter button. Flathead screw there, flathead screw there. All it does is it's a push button that makes a copper contact there. As soon as Sunshine Boy gets me to right
I guess I got fried, huh?
yeah, you think? That's why you get a new button, Skippy.
Well, I got a new one.
I know. We gotta clean that contact up right there.
Huh?
See that contact?
Yeah.
Well, now we're gonna get the rest of it out by taking them two bolts out.
Figuring
As
out.
soon as Happy gets me the right socket. All right. I don't want YouTube to yell at me again for playing music in the background, so I'm keeping it short. Okay, so there's a lot of starting going on here. We got the starter blown apart, and the kit came with new brushes, new springs, new arms. So there's the arms, there's the brushes, new cables, stuff. So I didn't want to bore you with all the details, but there it is, all rebuilt. So we got brand new brushes, brand new springs, all nice, neat, new wires. So it's all in there, all nice and new. Now, if you go to try to do this, there's a trick here. So this arm, oops, if I get it focused, this arm, you have to put the spring inside of this arm. Okay, so let me use one of the old ones as an example. So you take this arm right here, okay, and then you take one of these springs, okay, and then this spring kind of goes this way. Oops, I'm trying to do this one-handed. So this spring goes in this arm like this, so that arm pushes down like that, okay? Trying to get that on, okay? And then you shove it down onto this. Okay? Actually, I did that wrong. You're looking at it this way. You're looking at it this way. So that comes down and pushes on that. Okay. So then you put this down on here, okay, on this pin right there. Okay. And then what you have to do is, as you're pushing that down on there, the back of this hook catches on this post, the shorter post. Okay. So you're putting the spring and everything on this post. And see how the back of that arm catches on the front side of that post, and you got to get that spring up around there. The only way I found to do it is to get the first part of the arm down, and then these springs aren't real tough, so I just manhandled it to get that hook up around, and then there's a little detent in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll get where I'm at here. Where that spring hook is, there's a little indent in there. Once you get it down far enough, that spring will click into that detent. And then as you're wiggling it down, you can get the rest of it on there and put the top on. And then the NOS kit came with the new connectors to the brushes. And the brushes are angled goofy. You got to kind of pay attention how you put the brushes in. So, there's a brush. That's an old brush. Let's see how it's angled a little strange. So the angles kind of went like that. Yeah, just pay attention to how you're tearing it apart. And then the wires were pretty self-explaining. Now the NOS thing, the one I gotta watch, and what concerns me is these, let me find one I can see. So, right here, see how this sticks out a little bit on that ring? The NOS ones they're kind of squared off up here on the end. Where the originals, this is an original. See how it's rounded? So that rounded one went on there just fine. And it's skinnier at the top. So we might have to do a little bending with our needle nose pliers for that. But yeah, everything else seemed to go okay. So, you know, Skippy's over there. We got the rest of it apart. We pulled the top off because they give you a little felt spacer, kind of Bakelite feeling. Then they give you this washer, which I think is the washer that's down in here. I'm not going to worry about it because that one's all nice and greased. The bearings look like they're okay. And then they give you these two copper pieces, which we think are in the throwout gear part. That's what he's digging around for now. So we'll let you know what we find. Okay, so we figured out where everything else went. So that one thicker brass bushing went in the nose cone of the starter, and all we did was press the old one out and press the new one in. And then the little thinner one went in. What do you do with it? You must have it over there. Anyhow, the ring that's right above this washer, it had a little brass bushing in it that goes over top of this shaft. So we beat the old one out, and pushed the new one in. And this goes underneath of it, so this is going to go down here like this. So as soon as Happy Boy over there gets done, we're going to put all this back together. Yeah. Come on, put it together. You're cutting into my beer time. Now we watch a monkey do something strange to a football. This is reassembly. In its infinite wisdom, picks up so many seconds of a song, and it freaking flags you. And you don't find out until after you edit the video, and then it barks at you.
That was another thing I needed to fix, Crips.
What?
To hold on to this damn arm.
Well, you can tighten it up later or snug it up later.
Did it go like that?
I don't know. You took it apart.
Got a little bit of a lip on it. Brass thing.
I told you that.
Where's the thing that screws down?
Huh?
Where's the thing that screws down?
I don't know. What'd you do with it? Here's the new thing for this.
Which one goes in there like that?
I don't know. You took it apart. I told you to pay attention to what the hell you were taking apart.
I love paying attention.
Well, you put all your parts where you could find them?
Yeah, and then you moved them.
I didn't move anything. I moved this right here. This was all I moved.
I thought there was another doohickey that. Or maybe just the washers. Maybe just the washers hold that. Is that it? I mean, they go over like so. That's how it holds it in. Could do the adult thing and get the book.
I did the complicated part and left you the easy part.
You told me not to tear this apart.
Well, I did, actually. And you didn't listen.
I know.
So now if it's screwed up, it's because of you. 'Cause you didn't listen, Tom. Let's just washer go down on here like this.
Either that or on there, one of the two.
Now you got to get it in the hole to get it in that brand new bushing.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's only going to go down in there as far as that shaft comes even with this.
Yeah, but I think I gotta have these.
You got to have all the splines engaged, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that shaft is going to be tight going into that brand new bushing. So if you turn that gear, you're turning the insides. So you're on the splines.
I'm on the spline.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna have to
You're just gonna have to tap that
grab
down.
a rubber mallet.
One right behind me. There. Is it even?
Yeah, but I can't do it on this. I gotta do it on the workbench.
You realize the minute you pick that up, that center is going to fall out of there. Yeah. Well, ladies and germs, I'm giving up for the day. I think Skippy's going to be back here working. We've ran into a snag. Here, I'll show you. So, we put the new bushing in the nose cone of the starter. And come to find out that the bushing is smaller than the shaft. Now, in typical World War II fashion, who knows what's what here. But, oh God, here we go. We still got the old bushing, so I guess we can fall back to the old bushing if we have to. I don't know what he's doing. Don't take too much off. We'll be putting the old one back in anyway.
I know, but I found a way to put the sandpaper around.
On the drill bit, yeah, okay, fine. Oh, this is just bad.
Oh my.
Yeah, you're going to be a while doing it that way. All right, so any famous last words for your audience before I disappear?
No. See you next week.
All right, well, that's the snag we ran into. Luckily, we kept the old bushing. So, to be continued, I guess. But all the rest of it's done. We got... Oops! Get out of the way!
Well, sorry, trying to work here, you know.
We got the new felt gasket down in there. Everything in there is about as new as we can make it. And then, oh, there's the wiring harness. New float for the gas tank and the distributor rebuild, which we were going to tackle, but I got things to do. Can't spend all my day over here. Because. But there's the rebuilt brushes and springs and everything. And we got a new starter button. And that's all cleaned up and ready to go. It's all sparkly, brandy nudie. And I just dropped the insulators out, but yeah, anyhow. I'm just over here screwing stuff up. But yeah, that's all there. So, the only thing that's hanging us up is the bushing on the end of the thing. So, once that's in, we'll have something. Oh, and here's the new old stock rebuild kit. It's from 19 what? 60? 1960. That's it. All right. I'm going to leave Skippy to his devices. And with that note, once again, not educational but entertaining. I'm going to take my toys and go home. Thanks for watching. I'll stick another video out here as soon as we get some more progress done. Otherwise, appreciate the support. I've got new subscribers, so subscribe if you like the content. Don't forget to like the video, comments down below, and I guess we'll see you next time. No, he's in concentration. All right, see you, YouTube.